Hey guys, how's it going? tmanplays here with another Warno tournament game for you today. This is going to be round 3 of the April monthly. Our opponent for this week is going to be Cheech, and the bans for this game were 35th, Zentrum, and 82nd. And he picked first armored, I picked 11E. So we had a good idea of what his pick was going to be, as Cheech seems to really like the first armored division. So I wanted him to pick this division specifically to have the 11E because we know the British AA is pretty weak, and with 11E we can send a lot of these super Pumas with their really great 8 hit points. I guess the card won't stay, but they have 8 hit points, and rapiers and javelins won't be able to deal with this at all. So you'll see the main push, all these helicopters landing in different zones in his back line. On the right, going extremely defensive, and then gonna try and move around the CV with the links to the back. Try and capture zones as quickly as possible. So some rapiers starting to try and hit these Pumas. Are gonna take down one there. But you'll see some airmobiles still survive. And after they get unstunned, they can start firing. That one does get destroyed though. But on this side, we have really good positions with all our airmobiles in his back line, followed up with some Puma pirates and a Gazelle cannon. Mirage gets shot down by his tornado there. And I have some Legionnaire Paras, basically, that I called in on the ground to basically back up my air assault and cut off his ground units from getting too much territory. So right now the airmobiles just kind of destroying whatever's in their way. Gonna destroy a tracked rapier there. And we're just calling up some more Puma pirates to be able to try and clear out this SAS patrol, as well as some more infantry, because as long as we can secure these buildings here, he won't be able to fight us in an infantry war to get back into this. And on the right side, I am just slowly moving up my infantry down this road to basically make it extremely hard for him to push into my zone here. And we're about to get our CV into the zone. So Puma Pirate slowly dealing with the SAS patrol as our Legionnaire Paras are moving to the next set of buildings, which these buildings are really important. And our CV is almost to the zone. When we capture this, it'll give us a nice +9. And you'll see, because I had this all cleared out with my infantry, I'm just going to fast move my other command into his back zone because I know this area was clear. Do have another Jaguar bomber coming in there, destroying another airmobile, but that's okay. Bought another Mirage F1C to be able to deal with that. And we did capture his back zone here for a little bit, but he has now got a CV of his own in. And now we're just going to use the Mirage to try and take out his recon so he can't just get free shots on my airmobile with his Gazelle rockets here. And my CV VBL here gets into his back zone. And that's going to put us at a nice +9 again. So really ticking up the points fast. And that's how we want to play this division, because we aren't getting great trades in any of these engagements. Basically, we're just buying ourselves time to be able to win the game before he can push back and capture one of my zones. So Puma Pirates going to be trying to clear out all the infantry, as I'm also moving some more infantry further up to buy myself some more time. And we're going to try and hide this CV in the back of the zone. So you can see now he has these Assault Pioneers with the satchel charges. And once he gets those in these buildings, I can't really get in these buildings as effectively anymore, because at close range, those will take me out. And Just going to test out the AA over here, see if he's resupplying his tracked rapier. Appears he is, as that's firing basically non-stop at all my units. Does take out all 3 of my helicopters. Harrier bomber, gonna take out another squad of infantry. But I'm fine with him buying bombers at this point because I know that's him not spending money in the ground. So I'm happy just to keep pumping out infantry on the ground. Not sure what the Mirage was firing at, possibly a misclick on the recon there. Other Mirage flying away. And we're trying to take out the recon, but I'm pretty sure he did see my CV there. And on the right now, the Lynx is the only thing supporting our VBL. And you'll see I just have a lot more infantry in reserve, basically scouting this with the Legionnaire Paras, and then going to decide where I want to unload this. But since I do have the Puma Pirates here, we're just going to fast move this infantry into those buildings. Lynx able to take out a warrior, buy us some more time, and now he gets another CV into this zone. So still at a +7, really nice tick. And our Puma Pirate just being used to scout what all infantry he has here, as we don't want to get too close because of the satchel charges. So I'm going to unload the infantry a little bit away. And going to try and pull back our plane, as we did get a little too close to the tracked rapier there. On this side, I was making sure he didn't sneak an early CV around to capture Echo, so just clearing that with the Gazelle cannons, and now we're pushing those up. But our CV in the corner did get taken out, so now we're only at a +5. And all our infantry moving to the outer edges to make sure he can't sneak anything through my line. As recon, really important to take out so he can't spot my CV. So Mirage coming in for that, are able to take that out, and we evac. Spot a Fox here with our Gazelle cannons. Gonna be able to deal with that once this Gazelle cannon can align. Able to take out the Fox. So that's basically allowing this area to be open if I want to push further into Alpha again. And he does bomb my CV, which now reduces me to just the +3 in the center. And you'll see I just have Legionnaire Paras going in different directions of possible ways where he could sneak a CV through. Just going to try and cut this out. Gazelle rockets doing a lot of damage to my Legionnaire Paras. So that's a bit of an issue. Need to find a way to deal with that. So I'm going to try and pull back the one squad there for future repairs. And you'll see I'm not relying on any sort of ground AA, just using my Mirage F1Cs. And we're going to decide to target the Gazelle rockets with that, because that's basically his only attack chopper. Do get pretty unfortunate there, though, and get shot down by the tracked rapier. And we also lose the other Mirage to the plane. So over here, just trying to find the CV to destroy the CV that he brought into the zone. And reinforcement-wise, bring in a bunch of infantry for this area. And a Mistral Paras. Another Mistral unit, as we did lose the 2 aircraft there. So I don't want to be too reliant on aircraft anymore, as he is getting a lot of AA up. And we're also bringing another Gazelle cannon here, in case he tries to sneak around a CV. But at this point, at 1900 points, very unlikely that he's going to get into either one of these zones unless he somehow snuck through my line. But we had the Lynx covering the far side. I've basically had the infantry close enough to each other to where it would have been really hard for him to sneak through. And we know he hasn't got anything through this side. We know he hasn't got anything through here, or anything around here. So looking pretty safe, as in the first 10 minutes of the game. Uh, we only have a few more ticks left before we can get the win here. And I am just bringing up command infantry just in case he somehow does uh, sneak a CV in any one of these zones. But we have control everywhere we need to, and that's going to allow us to get the win. And you can see we traded absolutely terribly, but that's how we needed to play this game. We just needed to buy ourselves time and make sure that he couldn't push through. So we did enough. Airmobiles really doing a nice job there. And because the British AA really suffers, we were able to abuse that with our Puma drops there. As you can see, the tracked rapier did do a good job once it really got going, shooting down a bunch of stuff. But it didn't matter at that point because in the beginning, I got all the key positions that I needed to get. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll catch y'all in a little bit for game two.